Welcome to the second part of the videos for the daily run of Slay the Spire. We will be attempting Act 2 in this part. Can we manage to flex our way through this battle? Can we manage to beat this run? Will we win? Will we lose? Well, you have to stay tuned to find out. Plus the Juggernaut, which, since the Juggernaut was such a good card to grab, we will just grab ourselves one for the future, because that was such a fun card and great card to use there. Now, we can either take the Ectoplasm. We don't gain gold, that's awful. We don't want to lose, we don't use the Coffee Dipper because we lose the ability to rest at rest sites. That's unfortunate. The Buzzard Crown's not the worst card, but it's not great. However, let us take a look at our deck. I do think that we will be kind of okay with taking the Busted Ground here. We will gain less cards overall, probably. However, we will still have shops we can buy cards from. So it's not going to be the worst decision in the world. However, so with this map, let us take a look at the start here. We have, obviously, starting with fights once again. Now let's take a look at the front, at the left foremost path. We do have quite a few convergence here in the first three paths, so we just have fight, fight, fight in all three first paths. Then we have the unknown into either a fight or an unknown, which off of the third path, we actually have a divergence here into a fight. So it's an unknown or a fight into into either the unknown or the fight, or the unknown or a fight. So they're still pretty much the same choices off of those. Now, if we look at the next path, we have a fight into an unknown. Oh, I just noticed, actually, we can go back a track and look at this. We have triple fights here in a row, which means we have quad fights in there, into an unknown, into a camp, into a shop. That is a path I think I like the most, because that will give us quite the ability to gain quite a lot. As a matter of fact, that will give us a lot of guaranteed fights leading into a shop quite a bit later. We already have 553 gold, so we will already have a lot of money going into that shop. However, gaining some extra gold will be the ability to possibly let us pick up all three of the artifacts that can be into that shop. We'll go ahead and we'll activate the deflect. That's going to let us take... We will take about 7 damage here, but we'll activate the bash, and then hit with a strike, and then hit with a strike. Now, we could have hit the searing blow, I just realized that. But hitting with the double strikes lets us hit twice in a row instead of hitting once, and we want to do that because, well, the more times we hit with this ability up, the more we will take away this effect. We will hit the shrug off here. We'll hit the searing blow to rip off that completely. We'll hit the cloak and dagger, and then we'll hit the shiv as well. That takes us down to 10. So we'll only gain 10 armor per turn, which means that's good. The more we reduce this, the easier it will be to get to that health. Now here, we can either activate the Juggernaut and the Defend, which is not a bad idea. Actually, let us do that. Let's activate Juggernaut plus Defend plus Inflame, because that will set us up for another turn here. While we will take some more extra damage, and it does heal for 4, we did set ourselves up quite a bit. Let's activate the escape plan. We did not gain any armor from that. Let's activate backflip, though. Now we can activate this twin strike. Once again, we do get a knockoff 2 here. That is wonderful. Now, I think we will actually activate the double strikes, just because, once again, we can deal extra damage to this, not to the actual health. We would have dealt about the same damage, but to that, getting rid of the aggressiveness. Well, not the aggressive, the plated armor. My apologies. Now, let us look at what we get. We get a shrug off, which I think that's where we want to start. Activate the defend. Now we'll go ahead and we'll hit the strike and hit the strike. Once again, we take that down to quite a bit less. Now he's only down at 5 HP. So with 4 and 5, it means we only have to hit for 9 damage next turn. Now, any cards such as this bash will get through and kill anything that dealt him over 9 damage. This regen potion is pretty good. Now, I just remembered we will get two cards to choose from, because we will have this Busted Crown reducing our cards, but we do have the question card increasing that back up to 2. So we will have a choice. I like the Bane Plus. This can actually work a lot with the Noxious Fumes cards. So I think we will take that, giving us the ability to deal 20 damage with 1 card. And with the Noxious Fumes in our inventory, we will almost always be able to, once that's activated, have the double damage. We will activate this Cloak and Dagger, allowing us to hit one of them with a Shiv, activate the second Cloak and Dagger, and then activate the third of the defense, letting us activate our Letter Opener, dealing 5 damage to both of them. We will take 1 damage, which is not bad amount of damage, since we do regain 6 HP every time we in combat with this Burning Blood. Here we will activate the Shrug It Off, draw a card, and we'll activate this Deflect. And then, unfortunately, we don't have much choices. We will go ahead and we will hit one of these with a Searing Blow, and we'll hit with the Bane. Then we will pass the turn. We will take about 6 damage this turn, so that is unfortunate. Now they are going to be defending themselves, so we have to try to get kills on one, if not both of them right now. Now we can get the kill there. We can hit the 2. Unfortunately, this is at 30 HP. I'm not sure if we can kill this one right now. With 36... with 36... Let's activate Escape Plan. Maybe we can get a card here. We'll activate Inflame. Activate Searing Blow. Nope, we did not, unfortunately, get the kill. He will run away because he intends to escape. So we did lose a little bit of gold, but not too much because we gained our gold from this one. Now, this is yet another good card that can synergize with that poison card. I think we will take the Deadly Poison, because that is a good card that will add 7 poison, and that is a lot of damage over time. We will activate Inflame, plus Inflame, plus we will try for the Escape Plan, see if we draw a... Nope. So then we'll go ahead and hit this Defend, and then we will hit with this Bane. Unfortunately, we did not manage to get the either the buff to our the extra armor, nor a defense card. Okay, now we can go ahead and we can hit the Cloak and Dagger. We will hit this Noxious Fumes. We'll hit the Shiv on you, then hit the Searing Blow on you as well. We do want to try to take you out relatively quickly. You are not going to matter because your effect will indeed actually be negated by this artifact, which means that we will not have your Hex this fight, which is relatively good. Now we can activate Juggernaut. This is going to be great for us. We can activate our block. We can activate our defend. Now we can hit you with the twin. So we can hit with the twin strike. Now you are 82, but this should not be too much longer of a fight. While we will take 2 vulnerable, that will be perfectly fine. That will wear off soon enough here. We can activate this defend, activate this defend. That puts us at 2 out of 4 energy left, so we can hit with this Rampage. That will increase the Rampage's damage, which is something we do want. While we will take 2 HP damage, that's perfectly alright here, because he's now at 45. Okay, so here we will activate the activate the Shrug It Off. We'll activate the backup. We are now put at 15, and we do gain an extra points. And now we can actually hit with this Bane Plus, which does put him into death. And that is where the Bane card does come in handy. Getting that double damage is wonderful. What we will grab here, we will actually grab this Terror Plus. A 0 card giving 99 vulnerable is wonderful. We are yet again keeping on this path, trying to get to that shop, because we have nearly 650 gold. This is an enemy where we will love that vulnerable card on. Let us go ahead and activate this Cloak and Dagger, hitting with the dagger as well. And then we'll hit the strike. We will hit the defend, and then we will hit this deflect, managing to hit yet more damage that will not that will go through and not be affected by malleable. Unfortunately, we will take the weakened, but we do not take the armor reduction skill. We'll activate the Juggernaut here. We will activate the Escape Plan, see if we manage to draw anything good. Nope. Let us activate the backflip. And then we will activate the Shrug It Off. The reason why we are activating the Shrug It Off instead of the Noxious Fumes is just because we wanted to make sure that we're taking as little damage as possible. We are going to be taking 6 damage. That is perfectly alright and perfectly handleable. Now we can activate this Terror here. We'll activate the Poison. That will help out a lot. We'll activate this Bash as well, putting it at 101. And then we will pass turn. We are taking 21 raw damage here. That is unfortunate. This thing does a lot of damage. It's why we want to try to kill it as fast as possible. Especially when we get chances like this, where we have free hits. Now we get to kill it with that card alone, and we are good. And we have over 703 gold, so we have a lot of money. Let us take this Intimidate card, because that is a fine card for us to have. It's free and activates weak, which means that we can reduce damage. This is one of the events that I do not like. As we continue our ascent, we should actually probably read these for you people. I just realized we should start reading these effects. I don't think we've had many yet. As you continue your ascent, thick black smoke begins to billow out of the ground, and walls around you coalescing into 3 masked forms that start to speak. Now the puppets of Meow, I think. Agreed. She always makes the funniest toys. You notice an oversized grin as the third addresses you. Ignore the others. Would you like a taste of our power? Do we take the power or do we leave the power? Unfortunately, this one, I do not like the Apparition cards. It is ethereal, and you do gain, while you do gain 1 intangible, it does exhaust itself. So, while there are ways to take advantage of that, once again, intangible is not exactly an effect that I really like, and losing 40 HP to gain this would not be that lovely. So we will pass. So what intangible does, it reduces all damage you take into 1. Let's go ahead and rest to put us back up to close to max HP. Once again, now we get to go into the shop. Now we get to see what's available here in the shop. I think I like the object. We will buy the pocket watch, yes. We'll buy the ink bottle as well. And we will go ahead and we will buy the quarry, because the quarry is not bad. Here, let us take a look here. We could buy this. We could take the corruption. That's not a bad idea. The fire breathing card is probably less useful to us as of now, when we have passed quite a few cards that would make this good. If we got this much earlier on with it, I would have taken it. However, I think I will take the corruption because that can be useful. Here, between the twin strike and the cloak and dagger, I think I will take the cloak and dagger. The cloak and dagger can help quite a bit. Here, it's no choice. Iron Wave Plus is much better. We don't have any discard synergies. Here we will go ahead and we will take the Deadly Poison. Deadly Poison is quite good. Here we can take the Bane card. While it's not as good as a Bane Plus, we have quite a few synergies that will affect and be able to make that card useful. Much stronger than it would normally be. Here's where we can activate the Corruption, and it will not be bad for us because we will manage to use it quite well. I think that we will go ahead and do this. However, this is going to make this fight a little bit more of a short burst rather than a long one, because it's going to exhaust everything we have. However, let us see how well we can do this fight. We will try to hit this quite hard, and then we will try to kill this one. We will take a bit of damage. I think we'll go ahead and drink our regen potion here. Now here we will go ahead and we will activate the Deadly Poison onto you. Now I'll use a Cloak and Dagger, hit you with the dagger. We'll hit you with the bash here. We're gonna hit the Shrug It Off. That gives us 2 hits. We'll hit the Vulnerable onto you. We did draw an extra card. I don't think we'll use it. This is where we will wait and not use extra defense when we do not need to. Just because even though we can, we shouldn't always do so. We are just going to exhaust cards. Look how many we have already. Now, here, let's go ahead. Let's hit this Juggernaut, making sure we get the Juggernaut ability. Now we hit the block. Now we'll hit this Bane off, dealing quite a lot of damage, actually. Now we'll go ahead and we will hit with the Rampage, reducing that down to 1, leaving only this enemy to deal with. This one will die from the poison, making it completely, absolutely irrelevant. Now let's go ahead and hit the Deadly Poison here, followed with the Bane. And now we can just go ahead and the backflip for the kill. No matter what we would have done, we would have had that even much easier here. Here, I'm not sure I like this. The Concentrate's not bad. This is the type of thing where I believe for the most part, no matter what I do, I'm just going to hit the skip. I do not want either of those cards. They're not that good. It will tell you to take your rewards, but you can skip the rewards if you do not like them. Sometimes that is an actual viable option. Because here's the deal, if you add a card that's just a strict detriment, Toxic Egg is a wonderful card. It makes our skills be upgraded every single time. Here we will go ahead and we'll activate this Intimidate. We'll activate Terror Plus, dealing you damage. Now we'll hit the Deadly Poison on you. Hit you with the Bane. Hit the Iron Wave here. And now we'll go ahead and pass. Now you're down to 25, so you'll die quite quickly anyway. Let's go ahead and activate the Juggernaut. We will activate the escape plan. Let's activate the... I believe let's go ahead and hit the... Bash here. We will take 6 damage. That is unfortunate. You will not do anything here. Here we will go ahead and we will hit the poison here. We'll hit this with the strike. That will give him a kill. Now, let's go ahead and we will hit... Hit the defend here and hit the defend here as well. That will give us a kill. That does give us a kill on this one. It did not matter. However, we will take no damage from him. Well, we will take the vulnerable, which does which will cause a problem. But let's activate the Cloak and Dagger and then the Noxious Fumes as well. Then we'll hit the Shiv. And no matter what, we will hit the... No matter what here, we'll do about the same damage. So let's go ahead and hit the Searing Blow. And pass. We will take 20 damage from this, unfortunately. That is a lot of damage we're taking. But we will be fine. Now let's go ahead and hit the Bane Plus here. That gets us a kill. Now here we can take... Actually, taking either one of these cards is not that great. Let's go ahead and skip these. I don't like those either card. Once again, get... Not mattering. We'll go ahead and rest. Okay. So we have triple cultists. Cultists are kind of bad here for us. However, let's go ahead and activate the... Do we want to activate the corruption here? I'm not sure if we do here. Well, this fight will be a much more of a short burst fight, I do believe, because we want to kill them quite quickly. So we'll hit the short burst and we'll hit the Iron Wave. That will do us more damage. We could hit these cards, but we do not want to right now. We want those cards more when we can use them much more viably to dodge damage. Here we'll activate the Bane, the Inflame. Here we'll activate the Inflame. We'll activate the defend here. He'll hit with the Twin Strike. And then we'll hit with the Bane as well. We will take 12 damage here, unfortunately. However, now we can pass. We'll go ahead and hit the Juggernaut here, and then we're going to go ahead and hit the Cloak and Dagger here, giving us a Shiv. This will give us some damage here. We can kill that one with a couple more hits. We'll hit them through the Rampage. It'll give us extra damage here. And then hit another one. Now we'll go ahead and we'll drink the Regen Potion. Unfortunately, we will have to pop that to try to get some extra health of a buffer to not take as much damage. We will take about 11 damage to health. That is unfortunate, however... mainly because the damage starting to stack up. Now we'll activate the Shrug It Off. We'll activate the Noxious Fumes here. We will go ahead and activate the Terror onto this one. Now I'll activate the Deadly Poison. Now I'll hit the Bane double. Hit the Deflect. And now we will go ahead and we will eliminate this one with the Searing Blow. Now this one should be much more easy to finish off here. We'll go ahead and hit the Cloak and Dagger, and we'll hit with the Shiv. And then we'll hit the Escape Plan, see if we manage to draw something. We actually managed to draw it into a skill, and it is a Deadly Poison. So we get a now hit for that, and now we actually got to activate the Letter Opener. Now it's at 15 health. It's at 16 health, dealing 15 damage, and taking 9 poison damage this turn. We can go ahead and activate Intimidate, which will give us a second one. Second for our letter... No, that does not give us a second for our Letter Opener. Well, whatever. We'll activate the Defend. That gives us an extra draw here. Now we can actually just go ahead and get the kill. And that does finish off that fight. We're at 60 out of 80, so we've only got 20 HP missing. So that's perfectly alright. Calculated Gamble is not a bad card. I do like the Dagger Throw. It deals damage, and it does draw a card. It does make us discard a card, but it's not that bad. This is probably one of my worst fights that we have. We will go ahead and activate the Terror, make sure we get that right away. Activate the Deadly Poison. We'll go ahead and hit with the Searing Blow, deal as much damage as we can. Activate the Cloak and Dagger. We do get the Letter Opener damage, and we do get a hit with the Shiv damage. We've taken it down to 85 out of 114 HP already on the first turn. I know I am speaking quite fast, however, I will... Oh, wait a minute, never mind. This fight will be much better, I just realized, because of our... This is once again where I'm talking about that Clockwork Souvenir that we bought in the first act. That Clockwork Souvenir giving us that artifact eliminated that first attack. That first attack would have given us confused, making all of our cards that we drew random values. So now we have a normal value, so we will be perfectly fine with this fight. We'll activate the... we will go ahead and we'll activate the Shrug It Off, followed by our Inflame. Next, we will activate our Cloak and Dagger to draw another, to get a Shiv and be able to attack. We do draw a card, which is not a bad thing, but we'll go ahead and hit them with the Dagger Throw to get the most damage out. Unfortunately, we drew our Iron Wave, which would have been a great card to draw next turn. But, well, he's at 53 HP, taking 5 damage this turn. 6 damage this turn, going down to 5, so now he's at 47. Now, what we can do is we'll go ahead and activate the Juggernaut. We'll activate this Deflect. Now we can either go for the Searing Blow and get a lot of extra damage here, which actually is probably better because we already have the vulnerability here. And because we've only used 3 cards, well, now when we pass, we'll actually draw 3 extra cards. So we take 10 damage, which is not good, but it's not bad. However, now with drawing 3 extra cards, we will have a lot of extra values that we can hit. And we do manage to draw a Bane Plus, which will give us the kill. Getting a Liquid Bronze is not a bad card. That is another way. That is a way we can get those Thorns. Here we will take the Warcry Plus. That is a nice card because it will let us draw 2 cards and then put 1 card we don't want in our hand back on top of the deck. Okay, with this fight starting off, we will go ahead and lead off the Poison. We'll hit the Escape Plan, see if we manage to draw anything. We get a Bane, which is not bad. It means we get a rip off that. We'll hit the Intimidate. And then we'll go ahead and hit the Bash. We do draw a card, but it's not going to matter. Unfortunately, it is that. But now we need to see if we can manage to deal. We need to probably kill this one quite quickly. We'll go ahead and hit the Warcry, see what we can draw. We will put this Corruption on top. We'll hit the Deadly Poison here, and we'll go ahead and hit the Deflect. That will give us the Letter Opener activation. We'll hit the Cloak and Dagger. Then we will hit the Rampage on you, and the Cloak and Dagger on you as well. Now we are taking about 7 HP. We're going to drink this Thorns actually to get some extra damage out on them. If we're going to take health damage, we might as well deal damage back. This will help us end this fight much quicker, especially with this dealing 2 hits 6. So what we are going to do, we'll hit the block. We'll hit the 2 defends. We are going to hit the... I think we're just going to go ahead and hit them with this. We will actually get rid of that vulnerable with the artifact. Once again, just a wonderful thing of having that artifact, being able to eliminate negative effects for the first time. It's going to take 6 damage here because it hits itself on that armor, and we don't take any damage. We'll go ahead and we will hit this Terror here right away. Then we'll go ahead and hit the Bane here, dealing death. We deal death. That's what we deal. We do gain a strength potion, which means that we did not lose anything drawing that card. Now here we will take the deflect because that's free and we like free. We'll go ahead and we'll rest. We're up to 72 out of 80. That's not bad. We have 228 gold, which means that once we hit our shop in the third area, if we manage to hit a shop, we will be fine. Let us deadly poison, plus inflame, plus hit the escape plan, see if we manage to draw a card that was useful. We don't. That is an unfortunate card to draw here because it's not nearly as useful when an enemy is not attacking. So this is only week one goes away the very next turn. We'll go ahead and we will Cloak and Dagger into a Shiv, into another Defend, giving us 13. So now we will hit the Rampage onto you, and we'll hit the Twin Strike here. We do draw a card, and it is a Defend. That is kind of unfortunate, but it's not too terrible. We are going to go ahead and drink this Dexterity Potion here. We probably should have drank it earlier, but it's perfectly alright. We will take only 1 HP damage, but that is perfectly fine. What this Dexterity Potion does gives us now 3 Dexterity, which means that every card we play deals 3, gives us 3 extra block here. Unfortunately, we don't really have a whole lot. Hit the Iron Wave. Okay, now we got the Inflame here. Let's go ahead and hit the Searing Blow here as well. We'll pass. Unfortunately, we are taking quite a bit of damage from this one. We need to eliminate these, I think. But I would like to make sure we're dumping damage into the boss, though. This is where I would have liked to have. Let's activate the Deflect, and we'll activate the Cloak and Dagger. Now we can hit the... This is actually quite unfortunate. Let us hit the Collector here with the Shiv. Let's hit the Collector with the Dagger Throw. Let's see what we draw. We actually draw the Bane, which is really, really good here. It means we gotta deal a lot of extra damage here. Hit the Defend. That does give us yet another tick of the Letter Opener, which is really, really good. You're at 115 HP, which means that we are getting closer, inching closer to the end of that fight. We are going to take quite a few effects here because of this attack. We do not take one of them, which is our Weakened, which is fine. We do have Vulnerable and Flail, which is both are unfortunate. We'll go ahead and we will actually activate this Corruption, so we'll make these free. We'll activate the Backflip, being able to draw things. Now we want to actually gain things much quicker, so this is why we're activating the Backflip here, because we wish to actually make sure that we are gaining a lot of extra for this. We go ahead and we will pass the turn here. 15, 30, 45. I don't think we die here, but we could. Never mind, we are dead. That is very unfortunate. So, that is unfortunate finish in Act 2. Sometimes that can happen. Sometimes you don't get good luck. Sometimes you just unfortunately take a bit too much damage before you manage to finish off the boss. I'm not sure if we should have gone for the enemies before the end, or if we should have just continued our path to try to strike down the boss. It might have been better to divert some of that damage straight into these minions, at least eliminate one of the minions instead. But at the end of the day, it does not matter. We do gain an unlock. Obviously, we will be gaining unlocks through these. I will do some more runs on my own time to gain more unlocks. Well, we'll probably actually do these on stream sometime. Maybe Saturday, maybe Friday. I'm not sure. I will decide. I do plan on playing this some more. I do, however, I will let you know, stream not every day right now. I'm not sure what it's going to be. It is going to be every day for the rest of this week. It will be about 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. to about 10 or 11 varying games. Tonight will be Final Fantasy XIV is the plan so far. I will see how I feel about that time. But thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and please hit that like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.